Hi lads, so this is going to be the assembly for the Woodies lamp. Okay, so you've seen the part there earlier on with the bulb, and most of you are onto the assembly part at this stage. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to keep that open for a minute. I'm going to open up the first part that I want to start with, the undercover. And do you know what? I'm not going to start with the undercover. So I'm going to start with the base. Okay, so I'm going to open that up. As you can see, I have no colours or no material on it yet. I'm going to do that at the very end, and that's what you should do as well. So up here, it says make drawing from part and assembly. We'll get to that in a minute. So make assembly from part. Here we go. So assembly. Okay. You can also see over here that part 3, the base, because I have it open, appears in this window already. Okay, so I'm going to drop that in here, and that's going to be my first part to assemble. Up here, I'm going to save as, very important, onto your desktop, assembly of Woodies lamp. Okay, and obviously everything goes on your USB as well. So, next thing we're going to do, I'm going to open up the base undercover. Now you don't have to do it this way. You can find them here with insert components, and you can browse. But sometimes, you know, it's easier just to open them up here. So base undercover. We'll open up the part and then go in the assembly. No, it's not working. Just going to shut off all of those, and then it's going to work for my assembly. I'm not going to complicate things. So go to browse, and go to your desktop, and then find Woodies student. Here we go. So here we go. So part 2. No, I don't want that. I want the undercover. So part 4, base undercover. So I bring that in here. Okay, and drop it in. Now, so insert components and mate are going to be your two biggest things here to use. So we can mate faces to faces, edges to edges, lines to lines, points to points. And you know this from last year. So what I'm going to start off with, okay, is I'm going to start off with mating this face. As you can see, it pops in here. And now you want to zoom in on these things to this face here. Okay, and you can see it in the background moving in. Alright, so that face is mated to that face. We can move it around, we can grab it. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to right click on this, and I'm just going to move with triad. You can see here, just turn it around so that the two screw holes are going across. Now I'm going to go in here again, so go to mate, and I'm going to try and select this edge. See the edge up here, so mate that edge to this edge, and it fits in grand. Okay, and I'm just going to see if this is still turning. I want it now, so I'm just going to click the green tick, click the green tick. So it is moving there now at the minute. Okay, and yours might be as well. So we're going to try and stop that now. So by eye, as best as I can, I'm going to try and, you know, look at it there. It's not important, but just try and get those. I don't want them down. I want to kind of try and get them across. That's the way they are in the real thing. That's good enough for me. And Now this might work and it might not work, so we're hopefully going to strike concentric. Yeah, and lock. Press the green tick. No, that didn't work. It worked for me. To believe. I'm just going to try that again. Alright, if it doesn't work next time, it's no problem. So I'm just going to right click that and go delete. So that deletes. Out there, so this is the first part. It's isometric. Insert components, browse, and base undercover. Bring that back in again. So I'm going to make surface to a surface, arbitrary face to a face, press a green tick, and then I want this edge here mated to this edge here. That moves in fine. Now, I'm going to press concentric here. Now, can I turn this? No. I see lock rotation as well. So, and now it's locked in. So try and look. It's no big deal if you can't get it. It's all right. It's mated there anyway. And that's the big thing. But just these two fellas are going across the way. So if you can get them around, if you can spin it around, have it the other way, that's fine. But look, we just want to stop it from rotating. So that's that lock alignment there working there 2 minutes ago. Alright, so we'll just move on. Just press the green tick there. Next thing is the switch, so we want to insert that. Insert components, browse, switch. Now, this is the 0, or the O is to the back, and the I is to the front. Okay, so we always want to have good practice of putting the parts in the right position before we go mating them. Okay, and that's very simple. If you right click on the part and go move a triad, and then you have green, red and blue. So obviously we want this to the back, so we're going to go with the green here, and we're just going to pull that around like so. So always move the part into position, or as close to the position as you can. Alright, so we're going to mate. That's the round face there, so after selecting the round face, so I need to go and delete this. So we want to mate the bottom face to this bottom face. Press the green tick. We want to mate this left hand face, here. Press the green tick, and then just move that out a little bit, and then we want an edge to an edge. So we want to mate this edge here to this edge here. No, that didn't work. So I'm just going to start that again. Just want to check what mates I have. So just going to do that again. Probably won't allow me to see. So this edge in underneath to this edge here. No. So I'm just going to delete. That happens. Work now again. Wait and see. So I'm just going to go back here and delete them. So again, we start off at the bottom. It might work for you. So face to face, then we'll try this one, this face here, this face here, perfect. Now that's not, it's still moving in and out, so we need an edge to an edge. So we'll try this edge here, that's a face, so just make sure and look, see what you're doing. So just zoom in, so this edge here to this edge. Right, just going to delete the part, start again. So insert component, switch, so turn it around so you have it right. So we're going to make face to face. We're going to make space here, left hand side, and then try bottom edge this time. So we'll try this edge to this edge here. Okay. Worked perfectly fine that time. Okay, it can just be a little bit contrary on the very same things. I don't know why it didn't work. Just make sure and have the O, or that O, symbol facing to the back and the I to the front, and that shouldn't move. You should always check whether it's moving afterwards. Alright. Now, next thing, so there's 3. Okay. Now look, if you can go back, it's not, look, I know you're not really too fussed, but if you can get those 2 holes there, so that's north and south, if you can get them east and west across, that would be great. Okay. And then lock it. Obviously, we don't want it spinning around. Now look, it's not the end of the world as if you can't do it. It's just being very picky about it, that's all. Okay, so the arm is next. So we want to insert components, browse, and we want to put in the arm. Again, the arm is facing the wrong way around, so put nearly where it is, in around where it's going. So we want to right click on that arm, move with triad, and again the green one there as well, just to turn it around like so. Okay. Now we're going to make the bottom. So you can see from earlier on where that line is there too. Okay. That's going to be important later on. So we want to make this surface, the curved surface, to this curved surface. Press the green tick. Now that will be able to move up and down. So what we want to do next is we want to mate this curve here to this curve here. Oh, look at it. Not my day here at all, lads, is it? Look at this. Right. So we want to mate this edge to this edge. That's the green tick, and get out of that. Okay, and that looks very good there. Now, this will still turn around. So Adam Brown came up with an idea here, which is very good. So we want to, first of all, we want to move it into place by eye. So I selected this face and I went normal to that face. Alright, pull it by eye as best as you can. So we want that fairly straight out in front of us. Alright. So look, that's good enough for me there. Adam done was he went down to the bottom here and he went mate, so he selected one edge here, another edge here, and he locked them. And forced it, and then that does not move at all. Alright? Okay, so that was fairly good. Took a very good way around it, Adam. Well done. Okay. Lampshade now. So insert components, browse, and open up the lampshade. Again, like I say, please move with triad. So move this lampshade into place, into its best possible position. So I'm using the blue and the green there, as you can see. So just moving it into its best possible position where it's going to go. Alright, it doesn't have to be exact, but just turn it the right way around. So first of all, we're going to mate the curved surfaces. So this curved surface, now, what happened there? I already had, Jesus Christ. So there was another face selected. Be careful of that, lads. That's not good. That's not the first time that's actually happening to see. So I want that. Yeah, so just exit out. Oh, not good. Sorry. So go on to mate again. So it's curved surface to curved surface. So this curved surface, this curved surface. Press the green tick. And then the edge. So I'm going to mate the edge here. Edge to this edge. Now, sort of move it in. So this edge to this edge. Okay. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work before. It's working now. No problem. So that looks pretty good there. That's the green tick. That's the green tick. Now you will find that it's moving around, and that's why we have these two lines. Okay. So it's going to be perfect now in a second. So just, you can see them there. They must, that's why I told you, you must exit the sketch. That's the reason why they're grey. So we want to mate this line. That's a face again, Jesus. So we made this line to this line. So just make sure those two lines come up in that blue box there. Alright. And you should have no worries then about anything moving. So press the green tick and that's fine. Now, if you, and it's the same with anything else with these points, so you can go back into the part if you want, or we can try and hide them here, but if you leave these lines in, it will come up in your print later on. So we want to right click on these and we want to hide. Okay. So they're hidden. And I think we're nearly there now. Just take a look at that. That's coming together very well. Okay. We'll insert component, browse, and what do we want now? We want cord is going to go in at the back. So bring it in, drop it at the back, drag it and drop it at the back, and turn it around. The triad, so turn it around so it's going to face this direction. Okay, so you must move it to the best position that you can. Alright? Or else it just won't fit in. It won't fit in right. It'll when you go to mate surfaces, it might turn out backwards or it might hop out to the front. So just turn it into its best possible natural position, please. So face to face. So this face, this face. Press the green tick. Down. Want. Grand. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the outer edges. So the outer edge here. It's a face, look, again, bloody yoke is going well taught now. Yeah. So this edge here to this edge here. Perfect. Press the green tick. And I tried my best to do this at home, but look, it just didn't work out. So that can still move. So I came across a way, found a way. So we'll just go normal to that face for a second. Alright. Drag it down as best as you can and line it up as best as you can there. Don't have it off. Have it kind of like that. And we want to go right click, fix. Okay. And that will stop that from moving. Yeah. Alright. Now the bulb. Last thing. So insert components, browse, and we want part 9, the bulb. We don't want these, not bringing them in. You can bring them in separately, but I didn't. Okay, so the bulb complete. Grand. Drop that in. Anywhere at all. So we don't want the bulb this way. That wasn't a great position to drop into. Look. So we want to right click on that, move a triad, and the blue one, so we want it facing upwards. So the angle that the bulb is going to go. So again, we want to mate curved surface, curved face, to a curved face. Press the green tick. And you can see now it's going to fit in there perfectly. We'll just pull it out. So we want to mate this edge here. Now, is there a face in there again? Look at that. Jesus Christ. So we want this edge to this edge, and that will pop into place. So edges to edges. Alright. Isometric. Metric. So looking good, lads. Alright. Save that. So save all. If it's asked to rebuild, always rebuild. Now that should be saved out on my desktop. Materials and colours. That's what we have to do now. Alright, so what I'll do is I'm going to go into the separate parts and do this. I'm just going to close that down. It's there, and I'm going to go into Woodies, and I'm going to go into each part separately. So I'm going to go into the lampshade, first of all. Up here, material not specified. Right click that and go edit material. What I want is, I want you to go down to steels and chrome stainless steel. Apply and close. So it's after changing the colour on it. Okay. Right. We want to right click body and go to appearances and go to body. And over here, we don't want the black, we want this off black. So this one here, guys, don't want this one, we want the one above it. Alright, press the green tick. The inside is a different colour. So we want that white, so this one here, and we want that one white, and we want the back white as well. So just press the green tick on that for a minute. Alright. Inside here as well, so the inside, the appearance on that guy will go white as well. Maybe not this one. See what that's like. You can add in your own colours there anyway. I'm just trying to look up my one here. Let's see. But just so, now look, it doesn't have to be, everyone's doesn't have to be the exact same. Just so you can see it on the inside there. I think that looks pretty good. So I'll save that. That will automatically save into your assembly then. So I'll just keep them all open for the moment. So the arm. So the arm is out of ABS, so material not specified, edit material, steels, plastics, ABS, apply, close, and then that's going to be, this is very simple, appearances, want the body, and again that off black colour, it looks really well. If you coloured it all black, lads, it's very hard to make out, especially the little the rims on it there. Okay, so that's fairly good for that one, so we'll save that. Again, keep that open. The base. Chrome stainless steel. Apply, and again right click on it, appearances, body, we'll go with that ABS. Yeah, some plastic. And off black again. It's all of the same. It's a pity that the lamp isn't different colours. Look, there's nothing you can do about that. It's all black. The cord insert is different, so right click, edit material, plastics, and it should be down here, PVC, down there at the end. Right click on that, yeah. You have to do the two, unfortunately. Now, save. It's fairly tedious, but look, it's important as well to give it a final look. It does look well. It's finally done. The switch is out of ABS. Plastics, ABS, and you can write about this. So you can write about all of those different types when you're dealing with materials in output 1. Now, when you zoom in here, these are white, so we need to recolor these. So right click on the face, make sure it's on the face, not the body. So when you right click the green one, and we want white. And then while you're in here, have this open, just click on all the rest of the faces and make sure that you have that correct. And the inside here as well. Over here too. Then up here, make sure you click on the right one. Don't go too fast. Okay. Just make sure you have every one of those done. Save. You're done. I'd probably go into this one. I'd go into part 9, because that's the one that we brought in. So I'm just going to try something here. Maybe it was a little bit premature doing this. So I'm just going to delete this for a second. Alright, so I'm just going to delete this last part, so the bulb complete the part. So now I set that open. So okay. So if I'm right, delete that. downright insane. Okay. So just add a material. Now I know it's not made from plastic, but we're going to put it in. Apply, close. And I want to try aluminium. I want to try polished aluminium on that. And that's to the body. Okay. Down here, I want that face black. And I want this face here. Right up. Polished copper. Alright. I want to save this and see if that applies to the assembly. It should. So just the end of that black, just to make it more lifelike. It doesn't look great on my computer because it's the older SolidWorks, but it should look better on your computer, I think. Or if you can find anything better, like, you know, that should be nice and shiny. It's not shiny in mine. Either is that. The appearances aren't as good as your edition there. So I'm just going to go out with this now and see if that has an effect in here into the assembly. Rebuild, and it does. Great. So that's what I want. That's why I deleted the other part. So it's a little bit hesitant, a little bit premature doing that. Just going to get rid of it. No, not going to get rid of it. That's just set. So I want to open up the bulb casing now, and I want to go into glass, materials, metals, glass, apply. Okay, that's not bad. Then maybe we might just have a look in here for glass, gloss, textures. Don't think it really matters. You can find something there yourself. I'm just going to, what did I have? I just put in textures, glass, bring in frosted. It might, something might look better in yours. Alright, just some form of glass there, and it looks well. And remember to save that. And I think that's all. I think we have everything applied there now. Just going to check that. So from the, yeah, that's grand. That's grand. Save that. Yep, that looks fine too. Just make sure I have them all saved. So, on this I would. So that looks pretty good there now. Look, that's pretty good. Yeah. So that's your assembly. Now, this is what we want to do. So we must go save as desktop. Now, what we done before, part. So the changes, it wouldn't have made the changes to the part because we would have saved it as normal. But we needed to go back and apply our changes, and that's why I deleted. So assembly of bulb, we want to change that to bulb complete. And we want to save that to desktop as a part. Perfect. Save. Deadly. So save all. Yeah. Yes, it's grand. go out here. The bulb should be gone. So the assembly of the Woodies lamp. So remember we put in the bulb earlier on, but now I think it should be gone. Yeah, because we're after deleting that, so that's grand. So now we want to delete this out here. Alright, and now we want to bring in. So that's looking, all our changes, that's looking fairly good. If you want to make a few changes to this to make it a little bit more lighter, I'll leave that up to you. We want to insert component, browse, and bulb complete. Okay. So I'm going to rename that, just keep on forgetting to put student at the end. You won't have to do that obviously. So, insert components. Open. Perfect. Turn that around. And mate this surface to the surface. And then rid of that for a second. And then we want, this is where it gets a little bit hard. This way we don't put any colours on it. This edge to this edge. And that should be very good there. Alright. So that is the assembly done. Thanks lads.